Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers, the AFC champion, taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Brennan Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence, these guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team. And we've been proving.
Super Bowl 58. I was set off. This is Benny the Bendy, your part-time announcer. We're about to kick off here. Super Bowl 58. Here we go.
The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And good starting field position. They'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And he's been sensational all season long, but he saved his best work for the playoffs, leading his guys to the AFC Championship a couple of weeks ago. And now he knows what lies ahead. He's going to need to play a near-perfect 4 quarters of football to get his guys to the finish line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. This one complete to Lacey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Rodgers to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. First try on offense for the Bucs and their veteran quarterback, Tom Brady.
And he comes in off of a tremendous game in the NFC Championship round 2 weeks ago. This has been a team all season long that's really taken their identity from their quarterback, and he's been very vocal in things leading up to this game that he believes that this is their time, and he's going to do all he can to will them to a Super Bowl win.
The first carry down for Benny Snell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And we'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Snell. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for...
And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Bucs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now Aaron Rodgers and the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Ridley here. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now it's Rodgers. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
To kick the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Starting the drive was Snell. He's got a first down past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. 124 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And
he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before half for Rodgers. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end. And now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ron Gronkowski with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Buccaneers will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now the try here for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to now bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. And they've got to figure out how to stop some of the highlights that we're seeing on the screen here.
And what it feels like, he's trying to say it doesn't matter what you put out here. I am having a big-time performance. I'm playing at a big-time level. Just keep throwing me the football.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change? Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Hassan Reddick, his 2nd sack of the night. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh, no.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. And now the ball's out, fumbled in midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. first down carry for Harris. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they'd like to let them stand.
Rodgers to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 19 yards away. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. Oh, I think they got it. Yes, the Steelers have it. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Shift to the defense of the Buccaneers now. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness. And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure packages, because really the 35-yard line is the one you really want to defend. At that point, you're thinking you're probably giving up 3. Anything outside of that, you think you got a chance to hold it.
So they'll be in search of the proper amount of pressure.
And here you are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drop for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, this has been all that we've hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers through there, headed by Claypool. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Steelers have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. So here's Brady and the Bucs. Down by 4. Under a minute 20 to go. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a first down. Brady to throw. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Extra point right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now it's the Steelers' turn, trailing by a field goal. 36 seconds remaining. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He's got Claypool. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A big play there on the catch and run. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they will call the timeout. So just enough of a cushion there to bring on the field goal unit and try to send this one to the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules are the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball.
There he goes, left side. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A huge play there in overtime. Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up, because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have regained the lead. So as it turns out, a two-play drive resulting in the field goal. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So out come the Bucs now. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
They'll run on first down. Snell. 139 yards rushing for him now as he's just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On first down, it's Snell again. Room here to run. The 20. And it'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A big play there out of the running game.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. What can Brady do now with his drive? Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You gotta be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and 4?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. A great game partner, spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won the Super Bowl, and they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy to cap an amazing season. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way. Didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all off season, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants it in the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
Alright. That will conclude our year. A great season. But like we did last year, we're just going to look back at the top stats. Any records broken, just reflect the season, basically. Alright, stats and awards. I forget, I think the MVP is Brady. I'm just not sure, I need to check. And, yeah, it's Brady. Murray in second. Matt Ryan is up there. Coach of the Year is Matt Rule, which, I don't know why that happened, but it did. And it should go another direction. Alright. Top passing touchdowns. But he had 54. Then Lion at 53. So that hour, the Lions quarterback 27. Fields, then Mahomes and Winston. Rosen. Herbert had 45. Zach Wilson had 42. Rodgers had 36, as you saw. Burrow has 32. Wilson had 38. Love had 35, and he's now on the Steelers. Not Steelers, the Colts. Connor Lamar, Trey Lance, Dak, Trevor, Foles had a good year. Sean Watson had a good year. Trubisky, Newton had a good year. He needs to find a new team. Goff had a good year in Miami. These guys didn't have as good Garoppolo last year in Denver. Hurts 4 touchdowns. Mariota. Oh, Minshew's on the Browns. Derek Carr just sat on the football team's bench, didn't really do anything. Heineke's on the Giants bench. Packers need a new starter. I'm kind of looking for that as well. Now, last but not least, I want to look at the games. There were a lot of good games this year. Just want to look back. I want to try to get the games that I didn't really do on here. So week 1, Jacksonville killed Green Bay. Sunday, the Lambs beat the Steelers. Oh, this is preseason. That's fine. Chiefs destroyed Bengals. That one. It was a tough season. Like there were a lot of good teams. It's like this season that I felt a little bit more. Patriots won the opening game against the Panthers. Steelers beat Denver. Week 2, we beat the Jets. Dolphins beat the Bills. Jags beat the Browns. This was a crazy one. The Texans beat the Titans by 49-48. Bengals won that one. Cowboys won it. The Packers won 30-29. Eagles won 31-28. The Raiders beat the Chargers in a great game, 37-36. That game was not exciting. That game wasn't really exciting. This game was good. Seahawks beat the Rams. Broncos won that. Colts upset the Bucks. Niners beat the Panthers. And the Saints lost to the Falcons. Week 3, I think I did some of these. Chargers, Bears, Broncos, Pats. This was a tough season. That one was good. 42-38. Bengals beat the Browns. 53-50. Game of the year. You should go back and watch that one. Try and more focus on the games that we didn't do. That game we did. That was a good one. Giants beat the Eagles in a crazy one. Steelers. Just look. I'm going to try to go through this faster so you can pause it and look at these scores. Week 5. Buffalo beat Tampa Bay 38-28. Browns beat the Colts. starting off 0-4, 35-30. That was a good one. 49-28. That was a tough one. Chargers beat Broncos. That was another good one. Bears, Packers. Yeah. Jets, Chiefs. Always somehow close. Jets beating the Cowboys. Chiefs destroyed Buffalo there. Miami scoring 51. It's back in Miami. It was good. Denver, Jacksonville. That was a good game. Chicago, Carolina. Colts beat the Patriots in overtime. Man, beat football team. Got a lot of good ones. Patriots destroyed Eagles. Oh, this was a week that I did. I'll go through it a bit quicker because I did it and you guys already should know what happened. Yeah, you should. Carolina beats Tampa in overtime. The Chiefs or the Patriots from that one. Chiefs beat the Patriots 6-9. Yes, 6-9. That one, the Steelers, Ravens was good. Ravens were a tough team. They were in it the whole time. Won that New York games. And then week 16 I did. Week 17, we don't really even get to look at these yet. Jets beat the Bills. Prevented them from getting the playoffs. That was a good one. A lot of good games. Then the game for the 1 seed wound up being a 13-10 win. Patriots. San Fran and Denver scores 52 in 1 week. Last week, not really that much excitement as a lot of good games though, but not that much excitement. 42-7 yet. Wild card. You guys, you know what? See the playoffs. You guys have to watch those. This is our playoff picture. Thank you guys for watching. This was a fun year. And I'll see you guys in the next season. Bye.